The Enfield Poltergeist. The year was 1977, and the Hodgson family lived in a modest council house on Green Street in Enfield, North London. Peggy Hodgson, a single mother, shared the home with her 4 children: Margaret, Janet, Johnny, and Billy. What began as an ordinary evening would soon turn into one of the most infamous hauntings in modern history. It started innocently enough, knocking sounds echoing through the walls. Peggy dismissed it as the children playing tricks, but the noises grew louder and more persistent. One night, Janet and her brother Billy screamed for their mother. When Peggy entered their room, she found their chest of drawers sliding across the floor on its own. Even when she tried to push it back, an invisible force resisted her efforts. Terrified, the family fled to their neighbors for help. Vic and Peggy Nottingham, their neighbors, investigated the house, but were also met with eerie knocking sounds. Convinced something unnatural was occurring, they contacted the police. An officer arrived and witnessed a chair sliding across the floor without explanation. Though she couldn't intervene, she confirmed the incident in a written statement. As the activity escalated, the family sought the help of paranormal investigators Maurice Gross and Guy Leon Playfair from the Society for Psychical Research. They documented dozens of incidents: objects flying through the air, marbles appearing out of nowhere, and voices emanating from empty rooms. Janet, only 11 years old, became the focal point of the activity. She claimed she was being thrown from her bed and even levitated in mid-air. Multiple witnesses, including neighbors and investigators, reported seeing Janet suspended above her bed. The haunting took an even darker turn when a deep, guttural voice began speaking through Janet. She claimed it was the spirit of Bill Wilkins, a former resident who had died in the house. Recordings of the voice revealed details about Bill's life and death, information later corroborated by his surviving relatives. Skeptics accused Janet of faking the phenomena, and some of the children admitted to fabricating a few minor incidents for attention. However, the majority of events remained unexplained. Janet insisted she had no control over the strange occurrences, and photos taken during the investigation appeared to show her levitating or being thrown by unseen forces. The activity continued for nearly 2 years, leaving the family emotionally and physically drained. Then, as suddenly as it began, the phenomena stopped. Janet later revealed that the haunting never truly ended, but the events grew less frequent as she got older. The Enfield Poltergeist remains one of the most well-documented and controversial cases in paranormal history. While skeptics argue it was an elaborate hoax, the sheer number of witnesses and recorded evidence suggests something extraordinary took place in that small house on Green Street. Even today, the story of the Enfield Poltergeist fascinates and terrifies, a chilling reminder of how little we understand about the world of the unseen.